Welcome to the Lovetarian Way podcast, where we interview magical creators and creatrices focused on bringing win-win-win solutions the Lovetarian way. Hello, beautiful Lovetarians. This is Natalia PH and Maja Brexel. There is a camera, baby.
It's there.
Yes.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone. How are you doing? If anybody is live with us, please put a comment, put your name there, because we might not be able to see since we have an unusual setup here and we don't have a producer. So I'm the producer, I'm the interviewer, I'm having a chat with Maja, and all this to empower and inspire, right? So welcome. Take the microphone a little closer to your face so everybody can hear us perfectly.
Yes, wonderful. Hi, everyone.
Yeah. There's the camera. We also,
Beautiful.
it's so funny for those of you who don't know, because we see ourselves down there, but you are actually there. So we need to remind ourselves to look at you and look at each other as well.
Yes.
So this is Summer Conversations, the Lovetarian Way podcast. Before Maja goes on and before I introduce our beautiful guest, I will tell you a little bit about the concept behind it. This is actually second season of the Lovetarian Way podcast, and we are just having those summer vibe conversations. So in the summery fashion, we will be empowering you, inspiring you, and we will tell you, like literally, we're not going to be guessing. We will tell you how powerful you are. Maja, say it.
Yes, how powerful you are.
Totally powerful quantum creatrices and creators. That's who you are. That's right. So, for those of you who don't know, the Lovetarian Way podcast actually is an offering of the Lovetarian Way movement. If you don't know anything about it, when you have a moment, please go and check the lovetarianway.com, where I explain what happened, how it happened, the visions I've received. I answered the calling of my soul, and basically my soul went like, hello, girl, shine your light. It's time. So, and Maja can relate, right? So basically, it's time for that. And one of those moments when I decided to shine my light was invite awesome people and present their light to you, because they're also Lovetarians. I believe that we are, in essence, in our true nature, we are unconditional love. We are light. And when we help each other out, when we elevate each other out, everybody benefits. Correct?
Absolutely.
Are you in agreement?
Absolutely, yes. Yes. We need you.
Exactly. So we basically, here's the thing. The way I received the vision of the Lovetarian Way, it was very, very clear that I am divine. You are divine. She is divine. And in this beautiful, quantum field, which I call Mother Creatrix, Father Creator, Universe, God, whatever name resonates with you, but it is actually a quantum field of consciousness. So in this beautiful energy field, we all exist, right? We all exist. And I actually had a series of visions in 2020, when I went into some deep trances and I was just floating in this field. It was like no thing, no nothing, nothing. I was nobody. I did not have an identity as me. I was just there as consciousness, pure consciousness in the field of consciousness. And there I received, after floating there for a while, feeling like totally awesome, like all is love and it's bliss and it's peace and it's harmony and it's fabulous and it's fantastic. I received the Lovetarian Way. The word came to me. So I felt and I knew in nobody that I was. So it was just like this visceral knowing that, no visceral because I didn't have a body. So I don't even know how to explain it because there's no words. We don't have quantum words that many yet, right, Maja? So we were just talking, how do we explain the quantum field? Well, let's do our best to explain with human words. So the way I perceived the quantum was basically a field of energy, that there's lots of frequencies in that field, and some frequencies are awesome and wonderful and highly vibrational, and others are not so awesome and highly vibrational. And I call them actually heaven on earth frequencies and hell on earth frequencies. So when I received the Lovetarian Way, it was obvious to me that this is a highly vibrational frequency that wants to birth itself through me. And then one of those things that I decided to do after those visions was to create the community, the Lovetarian Way community, via the Facebook group, and start to broadcast the podcast where I can talk to some Lovetarians. And that's been going on for quite some time. We've released 40 episodes up until now, and that was season 1. Now we're in season 2 during very, very hot summer on the Costa Blanca.
Oh, yes.
You see us, we're like melting, but we have Urkel.
Yes.
So I've decided to invite some guests, right? And the season 3 is going to be all about me, Natalia, standing in her power, telling you how it's done to be the most powerful creatrix in your life and creator, right?
Yes.
So that's enough of an introduction. And now I'm going to talk to our beautiful guest here, who is a quantum hypnotist, psychotherapist. The woman can speak to animals. What can she not do? Could you tell our guests what you do? And not guest, you're the guest, our viewers, what you do, and yeah, what's your deal? What's your light?
Yes, I will. Hello. Hi, everyone. Yes, my name is Maja Brexel, and I'm a quantum hypnotist, meaning I'm using the quantum field mixed with hypnosis to reach and the things I would like to have. I speak to animals and I have a proper conversation. I'm not I'm not meditating and connecting. No, I have a proper conversation with them to ask them, how are you today? Good. What's your favorite food? What can we do for you better? And I invented that. I'm the only person in this world working with this method.
That's her light.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. And additionally, with the quantum field, what can I do for you or for everyone is let you talk to your higher self, for example. So your higher self is that being that what knows everything about you, has been with you all the time, all your lifetimes from birth on, from until now, and recorded everything. So should you have a question about yourself, who do you ask? Your higher self.
Yeah.
And I had a client, she came actually for her dog, and her dog didn't come through for the first time. And I asked help from the spirit, and it was actually a spirit guide of hers because the dog was sleeping. That was really cute. And having then the conversation with the guide of someone also, where you can ask all the questions you need the answers to right now, which are right now in your life the most important information. You will get information along the way, the information which you need right now, so that you can deal with it, that you can grow, that you can empower others, that you can deal with the things you have to deal with first to clear everything out to come forward. And this is what I do with humans and with animals, the conversation in the quantum field. So I'm using the quantum field for my work.
Yep.
And to empower people and to make people's life better. And then you can empower other people.
There you go. Because in
Yes.
this quantum field, thank you, Maya.
You're welcome.
In this quantum field, so what is the quantum for us, the way we perceive it? So it's the energy field, it's the field of consciousness. And in this field of consciousness, as you say, all of us exist. Our higher self is there. Well, we are in it because, by the way, everything in the quantum field is connected. You can see it in the sacred geometry that I have here. You only see Metatron's cube, but you can see that that's the architecture of the universe. Every energy is connected with all the other energies. There's no empty spaces in that field. In fact, there were experiments that were done in 1800s where some scientists wanted to prove to us that there's no empty spaces in the universe, Michelson and Morley. And then, unfortunately, in those times, they failed because they did not have the equipment to show that the field exists. But hey, the fact that you don't see air, does it mean it doesn't exist? Oh, I think we know it exists. So what happened 100 years later? NASA decided to do this experiment, and they had the right equipment. And what did they show?
Ether.
There are no empty spaces. It's all connected. This is the subtle field of energy. Subtle field of energy. Tesla said, right? You want to understand the world? Think of the world in terms of energy and frequency. So in this quantum field of energy, which connects us all. So yeah, baby, we're all connected. We all one. In this field, we all vibrate and everything vibrates as its own frequency, right? And the frequency that I am birthing, speaking, creating is the Lovetarian consciousness. And that is a very high consciousness, which is basically pure love. So I love everything and I love everyone. And every day I wake up, and even sometimes I might not feel like it because we are humans. You know it very well, Maya. We're humans, and humans have their own pain bodies and whatever denser feelings that we are still healing, and she's helping with that, right? You are helping
Yes.
us heal those wounds, traumas from this life, past lives. Maybe you talk a little bit about that. Is in the quantum field, is there past, is there future? Ooh, how is that working?
It's all. In the quantum is everything. There is your past, there is your future, and there is your very important now.
Which is actually, I mean, wouldn't you say that the past and the future actually is an illusion of our, the body is interpreting it, or ego mind is interpreting it as future and as past, but in fact it is parallel, right? In the quantum field, it's all happening parallelly in different dimensions, right?
And additionally is what you can direct
Yes.
yourself through energy and frequency.
Yes.
So through you keeping your energy high and your frequency up and
Yes.
rising your frequency, you can change at any time the quantum
Yes.
field around you.
Yes.
That is really very powerful once you understood the power you have in yourself.
Yes.
You can change your life from now on. You have every day, you have one moment in your life where you can make things different, where you can say, this is the moment where I start to think different, feel different, and take responsibility, 100% responsibility for your own life. Not, oh, this person did that to you. No, it's your decision how you took that on. Stop and get out of your
Well,
space.
let's call it victim mode. This is not pejorative. We Here's the thing. Those are the girls who are speaking the truth. We're speaking the truth of our souls, and we are here to love, to empower, to inspire. We are not here to absolutely say something that we don't have an intention of offending anyone. But we've got to say it as it is, Maya. We are victors, creators. We're not victims.
No.
We, as in everyone.
Yes.
Everyone. Do you want to speak a little bit about our power like that, of perception?
Yes. We have been taught, we have been made small, we have been taken away, our power has been taken away from our lifetimes to now. But whatever happened into your life, go not back and blame the life. Yeah, because of that, I don't get that, because of that. No. When you say, because of that, I'm stronger, because of that, I'm more powerful, because of that, I learned the lessons I had to learn, and step into your power, you will be amazed. And lots of the people, they are scared of their own power.
Absolutely.
And for that, just don't be, just step slowly but surely, stand in front of the mirror, love yourself, accept yourself, and take the decision to turn your life around. Your moment is right now.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hear it, hear it, hear it. Your moment, the moment of power, is in the now. And in 5 seconds, there will be another moment of power. So, not for a second, allow yourself to think that you can't do this because you are too sick, too broke, too miserable. No, baby. That is just an ego mind telling you bullshit. The truth is, you are powerful beyond measure.
That's absolutely like that.
Absolutely.
And you have the power to change it. You may be in a situation where you just now can't see yourself, you can't get out. And where do you create it? In your mind first. What you create in your mind with the power of your thoughts will become your reality. And that is very important to take in and put it into your reality. It may not come from today to tomorrow, but still you can start now to see things different, feel things different, stop judging. We don't judge. Everything is okay the way it is. If there is a person who is not good to you, go away, walk away. Just take the power and say, no, I don't want that anymore. Should
Amen.
you not find the power in yourself, then it's time to work with you. Come, join us, talk to us, have sessions with us. Let us bring you into the state where you can then stand up and say, no, I want something
Exactly.
different. I will not to
Exactly.
shine.
And thank you for the compliment. I don't know, Facebook user, who you were. It is a wonderful conversation, she says, or he said, and he said, we need more of those. Yes, we do. Because we need to stop talking about what is wrong with us, because there's nothing wrong with you, by the way. You're exactly perfect. And you're suffering, whatever you're going through, it's a part of your beautiful journey.
Mhm.
Right? So honor yourself for creating this so far. And if you can understand that you have absolute power within you, the divine power within you, and if you can accept that, take 100% responsibility. That's, by the way, pillar one of the Lovetarian way. Accept 100% responsibility for your life. Let that sink in. 100%, not 99.9, but 100%. If you do that, there will be a mental emotional switch. There will be even visceral switch in your body. Whatever your mind can conceive and believe, you can achieve. When you have that switch, all of a sudden you will go like, ah, uh-huh, I have created this shit in my life, and now I can uncreate it. Boom.
That is true.
Right?
Yeah.
And then you
Absolutely.
build on that. You build on that. You literally build on that.
The most important thing, if you're in a situation right now, is to start. And if you think, yeah, but I don't know where to start, everything is so much, just start by little things. Okay, don't make major steps, just start little things.
Start
Just
exactly where you are, right?
yes,
Also. Yeah.
yes. You are where you are. You're perfect right now. You're supposed to be. And additionally, when you listen to our podcast right now, you have to listen to it. That universe made you listen to it right now to get the information you need right now, to get the connections through the Lovetarian way, to get to know the Lovetarian way pillars and start thinking about, because now you may or may
Keep
not,
talking.
yes, have heard about it, of the take responsibility 100%, for example. Just take it and just let it sink in and see what it does to you. And just in knowing that, taking it in, there is a shift taking place, because now you have something very new, something, a powerful tool you haven't had before. Congratulations, you have it now. Just let it sink in and work with it. And only that shift already started your way out of what we or you may call misery into the light.
Exactly. It's like there is this whole field of doubt. There is this whole field that you have been perpetuating for a long time, and it feels very dense, right? Because so in this energy field, quantum field, obviously everything vibrates, as we said, at its own frequency. And we know science, without a doubt, quantum science tells us highly vibrational emotions. Do I have my I wanted to show you something, but no, you just close your eyes. I don't know where I have it. Yeah, I've got so much stuff in the studio here. But yeah, you can imagine, just close your eyes, that the emotions can be actually, the frequency of emotions can be checked, can be measured. And when the scientists measured that, it was without a doubt shown that everything that stems from love, joy, gratitude, beautiful emotions, Lovetarian frequencies, it is really vibrating high in this field. And everything that goes anger and below, guilt, shame, doubt, judgment, whoa, those are very, very dense energies. And here's the thing, we want to make it very clear, there is no judgment here. Ego mind judges. Divine knows everything is exactly perfect. You are exactly perfect. Whatever you've been feeling, whatever you've been thinking, awesome. All you need to do is, first of all, rule number one, know that you are a spiritual being having a human experience. You are energy being, quantum being having a human experience. And what a joy, huh? What a joy to have all those human emotions. Well, that's the truth, baby. We've been on this journey consciously. I've been on that journey consciously since 2009. Maya has been doing this a little bit longer, right? But I had inklings when I was a kid. Maya, and I was a kid, 3 years old or something. I saw myself observing the baby playing with herself. So already then, my soul was like, you more than the body. There was this remembrance. But of course, being 3 years old, what do you do with that? Nothing. And then in 88, so I was 12 years old, my grandpa died. My beloved grandpa died. And then before I knew he was dead, his spirit came to visit, and I smelled his cologne, his voice telling me he loved me. And I was afraid, because we are humans, we are afraid of the unknown. And nobody conditioned me in my circumstances to tell me about spirits, to tell me, I mean, communist Poland, people, like, what are you talking about? Like, there was no books available, there was nothing available. However, my soul chose to land in Poland in 1976, so it is what it is. We all choose our circumstances. So you need to
learn.
If you don't know that, you need to accept that you have chosen this. Whatever crap that you're going through, it's one scenario that you can play, and you can always awaken and change that, right? And now circle back to my story. So when my grandpa's consciousness visited, I was like, oh, I'm afraid, walk away, walk away. But I felt this immense love that was like his voice, his cologne, everything was just immense love. So what I want to say is that love frequency is the bridge that really connects all of us through time and space. So my grandpa theoretically was no longer here in the body, yet he was able to connect with me because I loved him so much and he loved me so much. And he then visited me, but I was not ready to receive that. So later, as an adult, I actually had to forgive myself for that, because I already had those glimpses at the age of 12, and I refused. I wanted to be normal teenager. I wanted to belong. I wanted to, be like everybody else. And here's, I want to say something to you. Do not be like anybody else. You're meant to be your own beautiful butterfly.
Yes, you're amazing. You're amazing the way
we want
you
you.
are.
We want more of you.
Yes.
Show us your wings. Show us your carrot, right? So now I'm going to talk to you quickly about those pillars, because, dude, it's like the circular way of teaching, right? Divine feminine. So I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, well, that's a nice picture, right? But you can't see text for nothing. But okay, this is the vision that I received when I was floating in this field, right? First, the field was dark, but as I started to bring this consciousness into the world and created the group and everything in 2020, the field started, for me, in my imagination, in my visions, it started to become more light, more light, more light. When you look at the designs of 2020, it was dark field representing the mother creatrix, this quantum dark field. And by the way, this should tell you something. You should never be afraid of dark. We come from the darkness, people. The quantum field is actually darkness. It's not, we often think that, oh yeah, it's going to be all light. But here's the thing. It's first the womb. The womb, when we are birthed, whether it's quantum womb or womb of the mama, it is dark, right? Right? So get familiar. You will find your light in the darkness. When I went into those trances, when I was meditating, I actually was floating in that field, right? And from that field came light. That was the intention of me wanting to be. And it's the same for you. We all come as an intention that wants to live. And Mother Creatrix, or source consciousness, or the quantum field, she says, yeah, cool, go, be born. And she loves us so much. He, she, whatever. She's not attached whether it's a he or she. It's a balanced energy field. But, we know that women give birth. So it's a mother. It's a mother, it's a mama.
Yeah.
It's a mama. So our mama, our source, loves us so much and completely and unconditionally that she gave us the will, free will, to do whatever we want. Can you believe it? Can you believe how powerful you are?
Every day you have your free will.
Free will every day. Carpe momentum, carpe diem, carpe noctem. Seize the day, seize the moment, seize the day to be reborn anew every single moment, right? So this is actually in here. I don't know if you can read. It says unconditional self-love. So this is a foundation of this temple that I saw as I was being this light. The light then it turned into a beautiful butterfly, which you can see here, the beautiful butterfly, which represented for me evolution of our consciousness. First we had this little cocoon, right? And it's a chrysalis, and then butterfly. And here's the deal. The butterfly needs to birth itself. It cannot get help, because if you wanted to, help the butterfly and open its cocoon, you would kill it or you would damage it. And it's the same for us humans. This was the metaphor that was very, very clear for me when I saw that butterfly. That's why I have a butterfly as a logo, right? Maja, right? We are here to empower, but we can't do it for them.
No, and additionally, it needs time in the cocoon to come. So when you start,
evolution,
allow yourself also the time to develop to this butterfly.
Exactly, exactly. And then, this butterfly, when I saw this vision, right? So it was birthing, it was opening its wings. And then I instantly knew that this evolution and the proper growth of a butterfly, which is me, which is her, is through the portal of the heart. That it actually needs to embrace this beautiful love that it is to be able to flourish and bloom. Because if it's not going to love itself as the mother creatrix loves us, or the source loves us, it's going to be damaged and it's going to be crippled forever. So that's why the Lovetarian way is probably called the Lovetarian way, because it's all about the Lovetarian way.
Yeah.
Unconditional self-love. That's number one. Like, my husband asked me, what is this one thing that everybody has to, what has to be true for every person to be able to practice and live the Lovetarian way, to be empowered by this consciousness? Well, number one, you are energy being that comes from this beautiful mother creatrix. And two, the nature of this field, therefore your nature, because you are hologram, you are holon of that beautiful ray of your own light from that field. You need to embrace the fact that you are made of unconditional love. Love, love, love. All you need is love.
True.
Maya, sing with me.
Yes.
All
All
you
you need
need
is
is
love.
love. And I wish I was a better singer.
But well done. No, it's really like this. There will be nothing and no one loving you in this world,
If you don't
just
love
you do.
yourself, baby.
Exactly. And it's very important to love yourself. That is number one. Yes, your mom, your dad, your family, your brother, your sister, your aunt, your friends can love you, but still the love of yourself inside of you, there comes everything out of it. When you love yourself, also your vibration changes. So then people and things can come to you who touch you on this level where your love is for you to grow. So with every self-love you do, you empower yourself and allow things. And it is about allow yourself to do these things. No one will come and blame you or no, just go allow yourself to love yourself. And with this, everything comes to you in the vibration you allow yourself to be in.
Because here is the thing. Thank you, Maya, right? It's this. Oh, hi, Jill, by the way. Hello, hello. Hi, hi. Happy to have you here. Well, Jill is an expert, that one. An avatar, angel messenger. So go and check the episodes with Jill we had in season 1. My God, what a woman. I love you, Jill. Happy to have you here. So anyway, what I was saying in reference to what Maya is talking about, this unconditional self-love. Well, when I was floating in that field, right, it was so evident. It was so evident that the love that's the nature of the field, and I am then a hologram and a holon. So I am a part of that love, which is its own self, but it's also a part of this whole, right? So it was clear to me that when I come to be here, when I start to think, feel, act, everything that I will do, I must take 100% responsibility for, because what I'm getting to something here, everything is a mirror on the outside. So if I love myself completely and totally, I will get more love from the outside, which actually is an illusion, because in this quantum field, as we just said, everything is connected and everything mirrors something for you. So as I can get upset with someone, it's only an illusion, because that person did something, but they didn't really do it to hurt me. They did it for my self-awareness, my self-empowerment. If I step into my power and I say, this is happening for me, this is happening for my growth, for my evolution, so I can take 100% responsibility for this process, and I can empower myself. And that's the pillar number one, which you can't see, but there are 4 pillars. So this is first one: accept 100% responsibility, right? And this is, I know how it sounds, because we as humans, we don't prefer to take 100% responsibility for our life. We prefer to say that person did something for me, or to me rather. We don't ever go like for me. No, they did something to me. I'm the victim. No, you are a powerful co-creator and co-creatrix. And if you decide, this is a decision. I'm not going to live my life like a victim. I'm going to live my life as a powerful creator, creatrix. And I'm going to be choosing this as my modus operandi, right? This is the way I'm going to operate. That if I get something on the so-called outside that upsets me, circumstances, people, I'm going to pause, take a breath, preferably many.
Once.
I get very present, like Maya said, this the power of a present moment, because in this moment there will be this switch. I'm gonna take it from the outside, I'm gonna grab this energy back to myself, say, hey, no, it's not them. It's me. It's me who needs to deal with something within myself, right? Clean, clear my energies on a deep level. And when I do, and I actually work with Ho'oponopono a lot, this beautiful ancient mantra of Ho'oponopono that teaches us about 100% responsibility. When you take 100% responsibility in that moment of awareness, right? When something happens, you're like, okay, no, this is for me. This is good. This is good. This is empowering. Then you say, please forgive me. And you go like a human. I don't know how the hell this is happening because I don't know. Like, I don't know how I created this. Yet I do know that somehow I did co-create it, because if I didn't co-create it, it wouldn't be in my life, period. It's like Dr. Len, a psychiatrist who was actually the one who promoted Ho'oponopono with Joe Dispenza. He said, Maya, you know that one. If you have a problem, who is in it? I am. So who needs to accept 100% responsibility? Right? But we love to accept 100% responsibility when it's good stuff, right?
Oh, yeah.
But when it's bad stuff, by the way, what is bad anyway? What do we do?
Or we project it to someone else or blame someone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? But that's not where our power is.
No. And may I tell the story of a client?
Please.
I
Because
had
when Natalia starts talking, there's no ending. So give a floor to Maya.
Thank you. I had a client and he came to me wanting to come into his own power to achieve. He had his own goal and he was talking to me about his abusive father and that he got beaten and dragged to become a sports profi. Yeah. And it didn't resonate. And the father went through threatening, through physical violence. And he said, but I'm not like that. I'm now a good father. I said, look, your father had to be a bad father all his life to teach you the lesson to be a good father and now to come into your power. Because in the soul contract we have, it is written, okay, I'm going to be a very abusive person so that you can learn the lesson. So, and this father wasn't quite happy in his life either. So I explained, look, his father chose to be actually miserable, live a miserable life in order for him to show him to come into his power. And now he stands there and says, wow, thank you for this information, because now I can come into my power and say, he didn't do it to me, he did it for me, so that I can become the person I am now and become the father to my two daughters, the beautiful way I am now.
Yeah.
And with this knowledge, he could actually make peace with his father.
Yeah. Oh,
And
so
when
beautiful.
we
Yeah.
really beautiful, and when we take everything around us like that, it is a lesson for us, and just take our own power, you will come out shining.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much, Maya. We have a question here. Let's take that one. Would you like to read it, Maya?
Why is it so difficult to maintain self-love? And what can you do to ensure you stay in that zone?
Thank you.
Okay.
Go, expert.
Mm-hmm.
Expert Maya goes.
First
Then
of all,
I add
it's
my
not.
2 pennies.
May I say it's not difficult? Just take the word difficult, because difficult is already you putting yourself into something negative. You put yourself back into a cage. It's difficult. It is not. Change that word for for the start.
Why is it possible?
Exactly. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Phrase it.
Welcome.
Phrase it positive.
Yes. Open
Okay.
yourself up to this new consciousness, right? Yeah, it's possible.
And just before I answer your question, 1 second, please. The power of words. It's incredible. We can have a whole podcast about the power of words. Whatever you speak out become your reality. You walk into your own words at some stage. Be aware of your words. When there are negative words, be aware of them. Maybe even write them down. Write your negative feelings down, what you can do now, and then switch them. Why is it so difficult now? How can I empower myself to stay in this self-love? Remind yourself, and stop in the day, for example, smell on a flower and just come back, because everything directed to the outside will distract you from self-love. So come back to you as much as possible, smell on flowers, stroke fabric, just to feel how it feels. Is it cold? Is it warm? Is it soft? So you can come back to you all the time. Tell yourself, I love you. Hug yourself, feel yourself, you're yourself. Stand in front of the mirror, look at yourself, and you're amazing. Have I told you today you're absolutely
Gorgeous.
amazing? You're enough. Just by the way, wanted to say you're enough. I love you. There will not be coming busloads of people, doors opening, coming to you, making compliments. It's you doing it for yourself, to yourself, with yourself, in yourself. So that is one way you can come back in that zone. It is not always to stay in that zone, but always to come back into that zone. And how you start, it's very easy. Find yourself how you're not doing it. Change the moments. As I say, smell on a flower, have a perfume on your wrist or on a chain, and smell it. So to come back to you. And once you get the hang of it, in the beginning, like, oh, I have to do that. I have to make an effort to do that. But when you get the hang of it, it will become a normality. So you will keep staying in that zone as much. So that's a beautiful way to do it. Do good things to you. Be kind to you. Be nice to you. Smile at you. When you see things, just smile. Listen to funny things. Also, the comedy, for example, what makes you happy makes you smile. That also brings you into the zone of self-love, because you therefore change the frequency to positive and to wonderful. And you are wonderful.
Amen. And she is. And thank you for that question. I'm going to give a little bit of, maybe a little bit of science.
Please, it was just one way.
Yeah. No, I mean,
There are
all of it
different
is
ways.
coming together. All of it is coming together because there is no, basically what we are doing here, to the best of our ability, whatever's coming through us, is to give you many different avenues to empower yourself. So sometimes you need to have a little bit of voice of reason speaking to yourself. Sometimes it will be more emotional, sometimes it will be more spiritual, etc. What I found on my journey of self-healing, and some of you know, I had over 20 years of eating disorder. I had it, right? I allowed myself to have that experience for 20 years. And what does it say? What does it say to you? What have I done for myself to throw up for 20 years? I mean, like, do you think I loved myself? Maybe not so much. However, I understood through this experience, like Maya, you talked about the situation with the father, right? I understood through this situation that I did it so that I can really face so-called my demons, my dark side, take myself to the limit to really see how dark and powerfully dark my thoughts could be. Because it was really so incredibly insane, without judgment, I'm just speaking factually here, so insane to do such a thing to yourself, to your body, to your mental body, to believe the thoughts that I was saying to myself. So why is self-love difficult? Why was I puking over the toilet for 20 years? Why was it? Why was that? Because I believed the thoughts. I believe the thoughts that it's difficult to love myself. I believe the thoughts that I'm not good enough. I believe the thoughts that I'm not worthy. I believe the thoughts that I need to do some things to impress others, to get approval from others, etc., etc., etc. While all this time, behind all this behavior, there was this ineffable consciousness, this loving, forever just waiting for me to wake up consciousness, my mother, my source, my God, waiting for me to look in the mirror and say, girl, you don't need to impress anybody. You don't need to perpetuate this nonsense. You can just wake up and say to yourself, you are me. I am you. We are one. You are love. This behavior, those thoughts, those emotions, That's just old programming. That's just stuff in the subconscious that you have adopted by the age of 7 years old. By the way, science tells us by the age of 7 years old, we are conditioned. Our subconscious mind is conditioned to adopt everything that has been told to us by teachers, by parents, by society. All these people well intentioned, but they just did not know better. And they were just repeating old stuff, right? You are a hypnotherapist, right? You want to talk a little bit about that? How that will set you up for life?
It is. First of all, I don't call myself therapist anymore, even though that is when you train to become a therapist. But therapist means you're kind of sick somehow. You're not.
Exactly.
Absolutely not. I'm just using hypnosis as the most powerful transformative tool known to mankind. Where all this programming sits is in your subconscious. And hypnosis allows to go into the subconscious and clear everything out, your misbeliefs, because you will find your beliefs are not matching your feelings and emotions anymore because they have never been your thoughts in the first place. So you're actually not supposed to have them. How about giving them up? So let hypnosis take them out of you because they are in the subconscious, and hypnosis the only form working with the subconscious. Please go around, find hypnotists or hypnotherapists in your area because they are able to take it out for you. You can explain to me that it's not good what you're doing consciously, but still you can't make the change, make it profoundly in hypnosis. It's very clear, the fear of a spider. You can say, I know the spider doesn't bite me, but you can't change it. Hypnosis does. All of a sudden, there is no fear anymore. It's very, very powerful. So when you know what you want to change, it's always go to use hypnosis for your own benefit to really
Yeah.
clear that out.
Yeah, probably unconsciously or consciously you said it. I don't know, because you said it's the only way. I'm just gonna say flat out, it's not the only way.
No, but no, it's not. I take
It's
that
one
back.
of the ways.
Yes, the subconscious.
Powerful, very powerful. Yeah, very powerful way.
The hypnosis is the only therapy or form which works with the subconscious because that is known as hypnosis.
You want to elaborate on that? Because I have a slightly different opinion. So let's have Maja speak about that, please. Explain how, because maybe we're talking about the same thing. It's just that we will call it differently.
Meditation,
what is
for
hypnosis?
example,
Yeah, what is
it's not-
hypnosis for you?
Hypnosis is working with the subconscious mind of the
Yes.
person. The hypnotist is trained to enter the subconscious mind
Yes.
to make the changes the client wish for themselves to
Yes.
make. And it all starts with the client knowing that there
Mhm.
is something they want to change.
Yeah.
And the good hypnotherapists, they can come and they also find out things you may not even know yourself, but in the conversation they have with
Yeah.
you, they found out also some things to change in you,
Mhm.
in your subconscious, that you can react
Yes.
different to certain things.
Yes.
And when you had a session, it's already starting right after the session, and it's long life term,
Yeah.
the changes you make. So when you know, and that is the most important thing, when you know that you want to change and what you want to change, then you can use hypnosis as a very rapid transformative tool
Yes.
to go to where you are. And in hypnosis, I personally always suggest you're amazing, you're beautiful, you're enough, because that is what you are. And society and parents and teachers, they have been taught, they had their experience, also that they have been spoken down, made not feel good about themselves. So you learned that, you adapted. That is how it works. But there will be the moment where you comes your responsibility and say, no, not anymore. Now I'm different. Now I heard the podcast. Now something clicked. Yes, it resonates with me. And there is changes I want to make. And if you're not quite clear about the changes, that's also okay. How about sitting yourself down and write down the negative emotions? Because we come very quickly, save negative emotions, for example, we have negative thought patterns, whatever it is, but only in writing it down already, you're preparing yourself for change, because you know already sometimes in life it's kind of challenging to know what you want. Start with what you don't want. And when you have written that down, then you can work and bring the shift into that.
Beautiful. You want to talk about self-hypnosis a little bit?
Yes. Self-hypnosis is something very powerful. I did that this moment,
Yeah.
this morning.
I do it all the time also.
Yes.
How do you do it? How can people do it?
For me, it has been installed. It needs to be it has been installed for
Okay.
me during the education I did. I did a very, very good education to become a hypnotherapist, a clinical hypnotherapist. And I got it installed. So I'm in counting from 1 to 10. I go into hypnosis on 6. My mouth is watering and I'm already in. I do sports under hypnosis. I do play with hypnosis because that is actually my life. Yeah. So, and the quantum hypnosis is just a different field of hypnosis where the more possibilities are to be used.
I was asking about self-hypnosis.
Yes.
Okay, well then I have to talk because we have a different understanding here. No, what I meant was self-hypnosis is when you prepare, when you record yourself, your affirmations or empowering questions, you can, and then you choose, you will select a music, a frequency that will drop you into this very suggestible state where your brain waves will come into this suggestible state. And I listened to this. I've done it. I have my track where I recorded like probably 8 minutes of affirmations. And then I asked my friend who is a musician. By the way, you can watch the podcast with Torben Toge, spiritual musician, a new age composer. So he created for me a track which he then put on top of my self hypnosis. So it's really powerful because you use your own voice. So you command your subconscious to make the changes. So you're your own hypnotist, basically. Yes, it requires a little work. However, today we have an equipment where people can go and do it in a simple software. So you record those affirmations for yourself. Then you will choose a music that is, you need to choose the frequency that will drop you in this hypnotic state. And then you listen to it. And you listen to it every night. When you will come into that moment, when you start falling asleep, your frequency, the brain frequency is dropping, it's slowing down, right? You're taking deep, even breaths, and your will start to literally make changes in your subconscious mind. Granted, it's always nice to have somebody taking care for you, right? Taking care of that. And if it's a professional with, lots of experience, it might be faster because our beliefs create reality. So if I'm going to an expert such as Maja and I know like 20 years of experience, this and that, I'm like, okay, maybe I want that lady to help me, right? For some of you who cannot do that, you are, I don't know, living in the forest somewhere, hundreds and hundreds. She actually does it online, by the way. But if you want to do it yourself, that's a possibility. And I am here to say it is powerful. It is very powerful because it had helped me. Well, I did. Don't take it the wrong way, right? I went to 7 psychologists and psychiatrists, whatever, when I had my eating disorder. I have such a strong belief in my own power, or rather, I was stubborn not to want to cooperate with other people. So I said to myself, I want to heal myself. So then I did those things, right? And well, slowly but surely, I started to embody more of my light, more of my divinity, and I started to get better thoughts, better feelings, started to love myself more and more. And slowly but surely, 20 years of bulimia long gone, right? And it's been years. But it happened because of reprogramming my perception of myself. So in a way we could say, but wouldn't you agree, Maja, that life is really a dream? That microphone. Yeah, we need to screw it a little bit. Wouldn't you agree that life really is an illusion and a dream, and we all have our dreams? You talk to that, I will.
Yes.
Yeah, we have a little technical thing with the microphone here.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, we can take it like that and look at.
Oh, yeah, there. Oh, not.
It's perfect.
Yep.
We can look at that.
Yes.
And then we can still make our dream. We can create our dream because what we think becomes our reality.
Yes.
When we think in what we call a less than positive, negative way, then things will come to us in that way.
Yeah.
When you think about anger, about hatred, sadness, someone did something to you, you will stay in that zone. And then there come one time in your life, the moment where you say, no, not good enough for me anymore. I
Yeah.
want to get out of that.
Yeah.
And then you just start to change it.
Yeah.
And imagine your life, everything in front of you is your stage. Every person has been put into place for you. When you look at that, you can create your own reality. And probably you have heard that so often, creating your own reality, and still it's a fact. And once you start to implement that in your life with this knowledge and just start doing, there's not, oh, I'm not ready. And no, just do it. Just start doing it. Then your life will change in the way you think, in the way you feel. Feel positive. Go out and say, today I only meet lovely people. And you will meet lovely people because you start seeing the lovely people because you concentrate
Yeah.
on lovely people.
100%.
And with
100%.
this, you just create the life you want, the people around you, the partner, for example, or the experience you want, in just changing the way you think, change the way you feel. And when it's less than positive, write it down. This is what you do not want anymore, and what everything is positive will come your way and change your way amazingly.
Because this beautiful quantum field, thank you, is a mirror of our own consciousness, really, isn't it?
Yeah. And the words you put out, you walk in. Watch your words, because your words become the reality you are going to live in tomorrow, the day
Exactly.
after, and the week. So better make them positive, right? Create something. And lots of people live not to their full potential because they are sucked in the human experience. We want to feel our bodies. And we were talking about this before.
Yes.
Negative feelings allow us to really feel our body. And we as spirits, what we are, that's the reality. We as spirits still find this a bit strange, talking in spirit. We have mental communication. We have to eat. That is why a lot of people have eating disorders, because the body is strange.
Yeah.
Hi, why do we have to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is really.
Well,
there are quite
or,
a few, especially also
yeah.
us ladies.
Yeah.
There are also lots of men in the same situation. We don't want to talk that
You
down.
know, I did, I'll just jump in here because I did research after I healed myself, of course, to be able to help people better. I checked, and basically more than 50% of women have some sort of eating disorder. So, and this is recorded, by the way. So basically, all the girls here, I mean, eating disorder, it's just not a healthy relationship with yourself, really. It's just burying your emotions in food, escaping something, whether it's going to be booze, drugs, food,
shopping,
staring at TV, whatever you want. It's just a form of escape. It's not being able to deal with the energies, the feelings that are going through it, and you just don't want to deal. And you're going to do something, right, to process this energy, right? So I am very grateful because it really helps me see how I'm not dealing with my those dark feelings, those overpowering belief systems that my soul knew it's just not right. It's just not right. I am powerful, I am beautiful. It doesn't matter what you look like, okay? You are eternal, beautiful, abundant spirit. And if you have the courage to imagine, like Einstein said, imagination is the preview of life's incoming attractions. If you can imagine that you can be anything that you want to be, this most amazing butterfly, right? Like abundant, beautiful, gorgeous, fit, you can create it.
Yes.
By your thoughts, by your actions, by your words, by the alignment of all of those.
Yes. It starts by just taking the decision that you want. That's first of all. And then it's allow yourself to do that. And when you have allowed yourself, eliminate what is less than positive and fill yourself with things that are positive. Even note them down. And did I spoke about the power of words, which we said before?
Yes, exactly.
Put these signs up, just write, print it out, print out love. It will vibrate.
You should come to my house.
Yes.
Everywhere.
It really is. But there is a heart. And when you give the heart the power with your own mind and will, that it, I say, wobble out love, it will. When you put this word, you are powerful, or the words, it will resonate with you, and your subconscious keeps reading it. the entrance to my magic room, to my room where I do my treatments, there is a sign says, "You are enough." And on the other side, this is in German because of my German clients. And just with this thought, you are enough, just print it out. And your subconscious keeps reading it and reading it. Like you walk down the street, every commercial sign, you may not consciously stand and read it. Your subconsciously is so quick, you is really takes everything in. So you are subconsciously programmed. Every moment you step out, every moment you switch on the television, you are getting programmed. But you're not choosing. When you stop choosing, or you don't start choosing your own thing, something is choosing for you.
That's right.
And that someone and something has no good interest of you in their minds. So when you don't choose, someone else will choose for you. And the choice is not to your best, because it's mostly to the advantage of others. So go get into your power, stand up for yourself, and say, no, I had this podcast with Natalia PH and Maja, and it resonates, and I'm doing it. I'm standing up now. Just stand literally now. Stand up wherever you are, except in the car. But stand up for yourself. Take the decision. Now is the moment. I'm going to change and start the changes. And one thing, it's do not be afraid. No, it's not, we don't work with that. Just be open and be happy that you do this. And when you start with a small step, you will start shine your light and help us all, because we are all one. We need you. You're important. You're absolutely beautiful. You're more than good enough. You're enough. You're absolutely fantastic. And please, you're one of us. We are all one. We need you too. So when you raise your vibration for you, you raise the vibration for all of us.
And we are co-creating heaven on earth realities.
Yes.
One
And
person
right now,
by one person, right?
Yes. And right now, let me tell you, you're not alone.
Oh.
You think you're alone. Oh, we all thought, Mensch, am I alone with this? When I'm talking about quantum, will they understand? Will I talk about changing energies and frequencies? Oh, you are not alone. We are out there. Just come to us. Get out of your shell and show your light to us. So
join the group, join the Lovetarian way. I mean, there's almost 3,000 of us there. So you want to join a group of highly vibrational people? Come.
Yes. And that also gives you the power, gives you the confidence you may want and wish and need in the beginning.
Yeah.
But once you stepped out and you had these positive experiences, you will go your way. And additionally, you go your way and you tell others and give them the power to empower themselves and make us all, because we are all connected.
Beautiful. Look, we're coming at 1 hour. So
really?
that's how it goes, those summer conversations, right? So we're going to be wrapping up with thank you for your questions so much. And if you want to connect with us, just go to all the information is under this video. Maja's website, the real Dr. Doolittle. She is the real deal. Speaks to animals, to humans in the quantum, you're never out of quantum, but in the body, more in energy. She will help you reprogram yourself. She will program you. She will help you become reborn anew, as we say in the mystery school. She will implant a new mind into your body, so the body then can respond to this new level of mind, and you are like, boom, right?
Your body will respond. It cannot not.
It will be. She will command it. And of course, by the way, you take 100% responsibility. Start commanding right now.
Yes.
And then, of course, work with Maja as well. I'm not going to talk more about the pillars because we don't have the time anymore, but I want you to go to the lovetarianway.com, where everything is explained. All the podcasts are there. All of the offerings are there. So you can connect with me. You can connect with Maja. I mean, everything is out there. Everything is out there prepared for you. Because at the end of the day, we can talk for 10 hours, but now you need to do something about it.
It's up to
Take
you
action,
now.
whatever inspires you, right?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, perfect. Well, then thank you for coming. And I would like to invite you to join me next week when I'm going to talk to Chris Madden about Mayan embodiment. We're going to talk to you actually taking 100% responsibility when you do all sorts of readings, including astrology, Mayan embodiment, and all that, and how that can help you while you are actually still the one who needs to do the work. And enjoy yourself, because Maja, isn't joy incredibly uplifting energy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Whatever you do, enjoy it. Really
enjoy it.
Enjoy.
Yeah. Great. Okay. babes
Yes.
and male and female babes. Thank you so much for tuning in. Check Maja's website, which is
www.therealdrdoolittle.com.
thank you, and thelovetarianway.com. And this will be on YouTube. This will be on Facebook. Please share. Sharing is caring. We are one. That's pillar 2, by the way, of the Lovetarian way. We are energetically connected. The more you share, the more you spread the word, the more you shine. We rise up and we are creating heaven on earth.
Yes, and you are amazing.
You are awesome. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. What else? Give me. What else are you? Tell us what you are.
Exactly.
You're extraordinary. And from our hearts to yours, we send you a million kisses. And I'm going to wrap this up. 1 hour. Woohoo!
Wonderful.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, Natalia.
Thank you.